I painted this huge maze and made it so that the only way to solve it is by drawing out Barry B. Benson from B-Movie. And then I brought the maze to a public park and had random passerbys help me solve it. So I started off in the studio by cutting out a bunch of wood to make the frame. Then I got gesso and I primed the unprimed canvas and then stretched that over the frame. Once the canvas was done, I needed to figure out the maze algorithm part of it. So I asked my friend Mike and my other friend Tywin, who are like two of the smartest people I know. I was like, what's the best way to have a computer algorithm generate a maze for me? And they were like, go on Stack Overflow. So I went on Stack Overflow and I also went on GitHub and just copy and pasted a bunch of code and asked a bunch of questions and finally came up with this. Then I brought that into Photoshop and traced out the Barry B. Benson image. But you can see that the line that I traced doesn't actually solve the maze. So then I went back into Photoshop and made it so that the only possible solution to the maze was through the Barry B. Benson line. Then I projected that maze onto the canvas and traced it in pencil. Then I started the super delicate process of just tracing all the lines or painting all the lines. I used acrylic paint. This is day 1. This is day 2. I can't remember how long it took. I think like 10 days or something, but I'd get off work at 5 and then paint from maybe like 6 to, I don't know, late at night. After like a week though, I wanted a soft spot to put my elbow. So I got this yoga block and taped it on. And then a couple days later after that, this piece was digging into my thigh. And so I was like, I'm going to round this over with a router bit. Then I just kept going. Then I finished the maze finally. And I also made this help solve this maze and then sign here thing that I was going to put up next to it. I made these back support struts for the maze so that it could stand up on its own. And then my friend Max came and he helped me load up the maze and we drove it to a public park kind of near my house. Okay. And immediately people stopped, helped us solve it and stuff. And then like randomly a pirate ship sailed by. But it was such a success. Little kids tried it, teens tried it, adults. This is what it looked like the next day. And you can totally see Barry Benson's image, which I was really surprised by. Yeah, then I put the original on Craigslist on an auction for $1, starting bidding $1. So if you want that, you can have it.